It's not raining. Oh, still windy. Well, welcome folks off YouTube. My name's Ian, welcome to my channel, welcome to my shed. Whose idea was it? Start at the door. Well, there's another saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We've had a bit of a setback, or it could be. Right, so there's very little outside. We've had to bring the saw outside, and that's about it. There's a couple of things in the back of the car, hoover, chop saw. That's about it. So we have made quite a bit of space. We'll make more, because what kind of happened is, those are the tubs that I took from that corner. So I've moved all me and collected all the scrap together that I kind of sorted it. I still need to go through it again. There's a pile that we're throwing away. So, in order to do that, I had this bright idea of removing this acro pop, which was here. It was more to support this beam, because I have an habit of just shoving stuff over the top. So I had this great idea of, let me take my finger out of the way, I'll stick a prop between there and that extension. So this is a vertical, supposed to be vertical, 50-50 box section, and it has 4 outrigger legs like that. They're a bit short actually, so I have extended them. And that's worked perfectly. That was in place. I thought taking the weight of that. So I took that out, I put this in, and of course there was a movement, which I couldn't figure out at the time what it was. Well, it appears this arm was here. And what it was doing was preventing the whole frame from coming forward. So once I took that off, that weight pressing down on there has made everything go forward. So if you look at the back here, this is supposed to be about that far away from the garage door. And you can see it's not, it's a pronounced angle. I've had a look at the bottom. It's not broke the weld, but there is a gap like that. I can, not quite well, I won't put my fingers under it, but I can put a stick under it. So I have got to figure a way of shoving it back. And I've thought about getting a prop. Here's a big piece of wood. Kind of cut a bird's mouth in it, so it's, if I do it vertical and I start jacking it up, it's just going to lift it up. It's not going to send it that way. So I think I need like a bird's mouth piece cut in the bit of a prop on an angle and jack it up. That's not going to work. Do you know what will work? If I take everything off, take all the weight off, and shove it back. That's a big do, big do. Now I know I've some big weight up here. So back, step back a bit. So we did that earlier, and we've started to sort out some tubs and get rid of stuff. Not as ruthless as I could be, but I did fill my bin yesterday. It's been emptied today, and I filled my neighbour's bin as well. So now I've started going that way because I know I have to take some weight off, and I do know on the top shelf here, and you can see that even, it's a big jack vice there, sogger of a vice there. I know there's other stuff with weight, look at that. It's just got to come off, and I can rectify that. To be honest, it's got to come off because I've got to go through it. However, none of this would have happened if I hadn't been trying to save that much of space. That much of space. So if I come down here, this big green tub is resting on the floor. And that tub and the tub on top of it are just full of iron. Full of iron. If it had been resting on the leg at the back, it would have stopped it coming forward. So it might be I just take some of the stuff off. I need to clear this, take that top one off, put a board across, 2 boards across, put them back on so the weight is on the outrigger, forcing it down. Not this weekend. No, not this weekend. This weekend is work that way. And it's starting to work that way. I'll now hit a little bit of a problem. That's a stick welder. And as you can see, it's got no leads. And I remember when you were giving it to me, it said it needed a lead. I think he said the strap on the inside, which is why I kept all these heavy duty straps in here. Oh, come a time to fix it. Well, that time's now. So, the only issue is I need that out of the way. I'm going to put it there, put a couple of blocks on the top to make it level, and I can put that there. Just gives me a little bit more storage to go that way. Possibly put that there. That's the plan. Anyway, have a drink. We'll head that way. The cold came on, didn't it? In here, we're back to square one. We were 3 months ago. However, we've got things that we can break up. That's all there. Stuff in here is to be break up. One speaker, that's scrap. Break that. That is being broke up. Somebody did say in America, send it to me. Listen, it's broke. It's cast. It's Zintec. It's broke there. It's missing from there to there. It's only got one leg. There's no fingers. It's a battery mechanism which will never work. No, we're not. It'd cost me a fortune to send to America, and then you'd be disappointed as hell when you got it and say, oh, what a waste of space that was. So no, I won't. I'm going to send you a clock. I'll send you something that works. So we've got some work tied up here. We're just bringing everything forward that needs stripping. Those 2 boxes we know we're stripping. So, we're here. And that is, what have we got? This is one of those ash hoovers. Oh, what's part of an ash hoover? It's just full of gloves. At work, I've had these years. Some lads, they just put a glove on, do a job and then throw them in the skip. I come past and I go, there's nothing wrong with them, I can use them at home. Like that. Never been used and they throw them away. It's scandalous. I'll go through that. Even I don't need that many gloves. But to one side. Appears to have another tray full of wire and cable. We've got here a coffee pot. Percolator, we'll keep that. We do want to make coffee in the shed. A handheld steam cleaner. It's always handy to have a handheld steam cleaner, but only 2 weeks ago I was given that big one there. We tested them both, we scrapped one of them. More cable. More cable. I have a thing about cable. That's full of cable. 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 Ian. Weigh it in. Right. That's what I'm going to do. We dig that out. We dig that tray out. Put it on top of that because we know we're stripping those 3 boxes over the weekend. Kettle. Piece of aluminium. Aluminium? Ian, you saying that scrapping Irish. Aluminium billet. Oh dear. Too good to weigh in. What do I do with it? Vertical bits of aluminium. My chopper. Brush cutter. Has a name on it. Parker. And he's got 2 feet there, a left foot and a right foot. One, 2, 3 extension poles for emulsion brushes. I don't need 3. That one's got a screw head, so when that fits one type, that's got a friction fit head. And that is a homemade one, so that's scrap. I say it's easy, this throwing stuff away, ain't it? Easy. Found home for them. Some angle iron. I don't know why I'm keeping this profile. It'll come in handy sometime. But it's got to have a place to go sometime first. More cable. At least like I'll be having a way in. Oh, chainsaw. Does it work? Don't know. I was given to it. I don't think I ever plugged it in. So, that goes on the bench. It's tested. It works. I don't know. Sell it. But I've no need for a chainsaw. If it don't work, scrap. It'll all come together. 2 months. It'll all come together. Right. A quarter of an hour that of me wandering around my place. Catching a little bit. So the green box with wire that was there is now in the middle. We can strip all them. I said, oh, cable and cable. Well, it works out that that's 1mm lighting cable, but that's also 1mm lighting cable. Now I know I need to do some lighting and probably have to rewire it, so keep that, strip that, weigh that in as it is. Then we find another bag of cable. We'll dig that out. Underneath with some lids or trays of some description. Stainless. Iron. Saw blade. Diamond saw blade with 0 diamond in it. So, I know there are only little bits. Little bits are mounting up to create bigger bits. Found another kettle. No bases. If I can't find the bases, they're gone. It's stuff like this. I used to make the wood burners. I used to line the bottom of them with this door stuff, so it wouldn't murk the flags, but I've really stopped doing that now, so way up. So on the floor, washing machine, tumble dryer, fan belt, all of that, plastic conduit, get it forever, love that, the money. What's that? Washing machine hose. I know I've got one there. So you only need one spare. So I know these are only getting rid of bits. That's a liner from work, so a MIG liner. So steel core, so I'll pull that through and then that goes in the plastic bin and the iron bin. I just don't need this stuff. I don't know why I've kept it. It's easy to throw it away. Oh, my Karcher gone. They're not seeing more of it. It's just junk, Matthew. Junk. Another liner. And I think we'll pull the saw out. We'll go through that box. I can't do that. You know what I mean? Keep eating at it. See ya. More cable. Mortars. One mortar, 2 mortars. Those cordless drills. 1, 2, 3, possibly 4. Another mortar. Get your act together, Matthews. Hanging basket hangers. Brand new, still got the label on, from Aldi. I'll go and give them my neighbour. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 5 hanging back brackets. I don't need another one. I used to have one here. Every time I come out, I used to bang my head on the basket. Right, when we took that off, I noticed the end of a plug and I thought, I bet that fits this, and it does. So we'll plug it in, we switched it on and put it on here. Right. Is this considered playing, or is it actually? If it don't work, didn't it? So push the button in. Nothing. Safety guard. There we go. Well, it fires up, but the blade doesn't go round. Let's unplug that. Is that worthy of looking at, or just strip it? When I test the air compressor, I'll test that. Right, back at it. Well, folks, I took those two brackets round to my neighbour. He was over the moon with them. Said yeah, he could use them. I must have spent 20 minutes talking to him. I've come back. I've had a drink of coffee. And I spent 10 minutes, literally, stood in this spot, just looking at that. I'm pondering. A lot of people say, oh, what are you pondering for? Just bin it. So, some decisions are easy. Why am I keeping that? Why am I keeping that? Phosphoburons, 2 big bearings. Bearings seem alright. But never going to use bearings. I'm just going to cut that off and scrap. Everything just gets thrown that way if it's scrap. I'm more worried about this, leaning forward. I've got a feeling that if I move anything in front, there's nothing holding it for all falling off. So I'm going to make a decision I'm going to regret. Because I know we're going out shopping tomorrow. I'm going to take everything off the shelves. I'm going to stack them here to the ceiling. Straighten it up. Put all the weight on the outriggers at the bottom, or put boards across so the weight is transferred through the outriggers. And they don't go back until I've gone through them. And then this table saw. I know I've just said I've got a table saw there, I've got a table saw here. This is one that Evolution sent me for my channel. And it's kind of in the way. But I'm now looking here and I found another box of cable. I ripped it up, I've had a look, it's full of cable. I'm thinking, now that's a chipper motor. I know it works. Been there 5 years. I'm thinking, right, I don't even know what that box is. That's simple enough. That can go in the outside storage bin. It's not in the shed. It's not in the way. A wee mat, complete with, I've opened it, complete with game, and sell it. Oh, not what I thought it was. The compressor, the fan guard has broke. I thought that was it. It's a big piece of plastic like that. That's it. Mountfield pull starter. I think that's something I promised to send Mike's mower about 8 years ago, and I've never done so. So maybe it's contact him and say, is it worth you wanting that? Oh, is anybody more local wants one of them? It's got to go. Lighter block. Right, more cable. Stripping. There's an old lamp, which I know I would to sell. Heating mat. I'm never going to put underfloor heating in the garage, ever. It's things like that. See, it's easy. It's easy. Camera maybe. No. DVD player. In-car DVD player. Can you hear it? It's raining. Oxyacetylene torches. Guards. Yes, all my machine equipment up back there. More cable. Right. Made my decision. And that's... Move the saw. If everything... Well, I may take some of the weight off first. I'll take some of the weight off. See, it's like there. Like there. Just big blocks of steel. Like that. Oh, they're electromagnets. Off mag drills. But it's weight on that shelf. It's weight I need to take off. Aluminium. Another one. Oh. Go on here. I don't even... Years since I've been under here. Oh, little gas torch holder. Whoops. That is another one of them. Hey, grinding meal. Right, plan of action. Plan of action in despair. We know that's scrap. We know we're scrapping that. I don't even know what's in that box. I think it's a fan. If I move that lot, the saw can go on top of the and that's scrap. That way it can't go back anywhere else. It's scrap. I hope you lot are feeling this self-inflicted pain. I'm ending it here. I've hours of work in front of me. I might show a couple of pics at the end. See you then. The time, 3:30 in the afternoon. Well, you know, it's not 3:30 in early morning, don't you? I took the saw out, it's covered up. I don't know if I'll get it back in tonight. Anything else that's out here, it doesn't matter if there's plastic bottles, doesn't matter. Stuff that we're throwing away. There's a big tub of white grout. I took the lid off. I won't do it. I took the lid off, it had all granulated. I even found the lid to the ash pan, but I made the decision that I'm just emptying that and filling that full of scrap. That's gone. Pretty much cleared all the top. We won't be doing that corner. What we got? Top of here was this tray. it was a bugger because this tray's got a lip on it, as you can see, and that lip was over the back. So every time I tried to pull it forward, it just pulled this forward. Got another tray of cable. Ooh, we're going to have some cable to strip. As I say, hoses and gas torch. That's Kircher drain cleaner rod. Right, down here. Alright. Another handheld steam cleaner. And we do know we keep one in a box up there. So I've now got 3. There's my aluminium ingot makers. Wheelie. Oh look, a dog. It's a nice little dog too. What's that doing there anyway on the floor? Same reason. Let's pull this cable forward. Sand, been there before. What is that? Torque wrench doing the a blind. I was gonna, some reason or other. Gas valve. Copper. Horseshoes. This is where I've got. This is the problem under here. That is really has 2 hours work under there. That's some serious amount of weight. Anyway, you make your bed, you lie in it. I don't even know what's in that box. Then I had an idea. Jack. Let me put that somewhere. There's a lot of heavy mass that way. So I put a board down there and I put a jack level with that, and I jack it. It will push it back. Ideally, I could do with pushing that one back. You never know. I'll get all that weight off. I might be able to push it back on my own. Yeah, furries might fly. Sorry, pigs might fly. Onwards and forwards, like I say, just gone 3:30. It's going to be dark in an hour. Looks like it's going to be a late one, Matthews. Hey, we're getting there. Now either my cold's getting worse, or I'm disturbing all this dust. Now, what have we got left? We've got a piece of 100-year-old cedar. I used to have a lot of it. That's the last piece. I gave most of it away to a guy who wanted to make some, I would say furniture, something. But I've always wanted to make a little wooden jewellery box, a bandsaw box. I want to line it with cedar, so I thought I'll keep that. That's enough. Up here, I can see what these are. These are car springs. Right, well, they don't need to stay in the shed, do they? High carbon steel for making knives, whatever. At my son's wedding, one of the other sides, one of my daughter-in-law's sister's husband, we got talking. He wanted to get into blacksmithing. He knew about my channel and he said, the old anvil yard, do they sell anvils? And I said, well, he does, but he will sell one to you. He tends to get them and then send them to America at a much higher price than he would get locally. Anyway, it was 2 years ago. contacted me about 6 weeks ago. I mentioned to him, I don't have an anvil, but I do have a blacksmith's vice. Anyway, he contacted me a few weeks ago and said he'd got himself a nice anvil. He's got a forge. Did I still have the blacksmith vice and would I let it go? And I let it go very cheaply. And spring steel, I might as well give him one of those, then he can have something to bang with. Back at it. So there's no reason for these to stay in the shed. Right, these have been under a car or a truck for years in all sorts of weathers, and that's still the condition. So as far as I'm concerned, oh, look at all that copper I found. It can stay outside. We'll find somewhere for it. A bit of rusty, give it character. And that one, we'll give him that one. So I've got one, he's got one. Mind the pick, Ian. Don't know where the shaft is. I don't know where my shaft is. The icer top cut off. Puppy. Aluminium Budweiser can. Well, enough said about that, eh? I remember seeing people cutting them up and making little camping stoves out of them. You had to buy, it had to be an aluminium one. Well, there it is, scrap. Scrap. This is easy. Oh, a scythe. Little hand scythe. There we go, back up there. Right, I'm not going any further there. Oh, Dyson hoses. Yeah, when I get to that corner, there's scrap, right. There's not much weight in there. I don't know what's in that box. I know there's nothing in that, because that's a, I know what it is. Plumbing stuff, no weight in there. Clear that lot off. I'll see if I can push it back. Can't push it back as long as I got that strut there, which is under tension. Gee, whatever you call it, acro there. Support the top beam, take that off. Take that off, I'll probably all go forward. I'll put you on camera when I do that, I promise. Right, crack on, Matthews, crack on. Before I crack on, I'll show you what was in this, he said. Hoses and gas torch. They appear to be. That's a drain cleaner. There's a gas, right, there is a gas hose, which is attached to that, which is attached to, that's an air hose, that's part of a gas welding torch, part of one. That's come out of a TIG torch or a plasma torch. Oh look, we've got another one of these. Oh, I wonder if that'll fit the gas canisters I found. Benzomatic. I know what these are. These fit Hey, I'll be not be acetylene. I'll be like benzene or propene or MAP gas. And you'd have another one which is oxygen. So oxy, propane, whatever. Oh, another propane torch. Come on, Matthews. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, like pan burner. Socket. Scrap. Think about it. Scrap and scrap and scrap. Right. Aluminium. Cut the end off. I hear somebody say you're cutting the ends off for the aluminium. Well, I did find 2 others. Every bit helps. Sometimes I astound myself with my great ideas. I made this box. That was custom made out of old plywood just to fit in this gap. At that point I decided there only ever won't be like a drawer that you would only have to pull them out. So I didn't put a handle in the back, which means I can't just reach round and grip it because there ain't no hole to put my fingers in. You can watch this. You know there's a saying, what you reap, so thou shalt sow. Well, I certainly bloody reaped, didn't I? And now I'm sowing. The chances this one's going to come forward on me. Why didn't I put an hole in the other end? Because you're a knobby and you're a knob. Oh, it's heavy. And I said, there's no weight in this. Jesus, whatever's in there? I don't know. Why? I heard something drop down the back. Yeah, really? Keyboard. And here's me saying, there's not much weight in there. Yeah, all at top here. I've got that to come off yet. Keyboard. Why would a computer keyboard be behind me? What I'll say. Felicio, no, that's something else. Felicon. It's not very tactile. Anyway, we found a lizard. Matthews, crack on. Oh, found a bottle of whiskey, didn't we? Well, an empty bottle of whiskey. 7 churches. The spirit of Clonmacnoise. And there's a whole thing at the back saying that legend, or more fact than legend, going back to 1405, the first written evidence of distilleries in Ireland. And there's, because of course, whiskey's whiskey, with an E. Of course he's Irish. Whiskey without the E, he's Scottish. And I'll give him that argument. Why have I got this? Well, at some point, and there was a lot of others behind there, I was going to get into this bottle cutting thing. I never did. I saved about 8 bottles up, and as I've been coming across them, yeah, I've been going, I can always buy another. Look at that bin. It's just full of stuff. Right, easy point. A mortar, mastic, gun. I will never do mortaring, masticing ever. It's building up. I've got to strip the wire out of that. Yeah, it's spettling. I've got anything that needs covering up, covered up. Doesn't matter if any of this lot gets wet. 2 kettles, and I did find a kettle base. Why is that in grey? And that one is silver and that one in black. Probably won't fit. And a lizard. A lizard. That's got to come off. And yeah, a bit more. Well, here I am on my knees. The moon is out. Oh dear. I can work in the dark. I'm like a ninja. Right, I have to wonder, why is this so heavy? A mesh grill. Iron. A pon lid. Sorry, a pan lid. Oh, here up north we call them ponds. It's got a stainless surround. Whatever I'm doing here, I've got to get something out of it. Right. Speaker. Thermos 3-way valves. A Variac. Okay. Extension lead for the other end of that blue cable. There you go. That had a female end on. This is the male end. If you want to know why, because why do they call it male? Because it's the bit that sticks out, and the female bit is the hole it goes in. Self-explanatory. What is that? A Pyrex lid dish. Why have I got a Pyrex lid dish? Can you see me fire? Fire. No matter how cold it gets tonight, that fire ain't going on, is it? I'll just have to wrap up warm. Well, I bought it with the glass that was, with no glass, it was broke. So I put a sheet of steel in. And then I put a piece of glass in that was supposed to be heat resistant. It lasted one night. There's a video about that somewhere. So I've kept that thinking, actually, when it's time to redo that, which is soon, I'll incorporate this Pyrex lid in the front. A jar with liquid in, sealed up. A battery charger. A power tool battery charger. Well, what's in a jar? Why have I got a jar? Oh. It's vinegar juice. Vinegar juice. Well, it's something gone out of it. What's that? Oh, that's thick cable, isn't it? What's that? appears to be a DC power supply with a screw that you, oh, that's shocking. 0 to 12 to 13, 14, 15 volts. Go on, ask. Bog roll holder. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? I'm going to ask you a question. On my knees, I'm going to ask you a question. Let me know in comments, because this is going to be turning out to be another 45-minute video of me just taking shit out my shed. Do you actually want to see any more of this? I mean, uncovering what I've hoarded for years. I mean, let me stand up. And I've had to come outside because it's not wide angle. Right, I've only done this bit, 2 videos. Do you really want to see me uncover behind there, behind there, behind there, behind there? Do you really want another 2 weeks worth of this? All right, a year's worth of this. No, I'm being serious. I can just keep filming me tackling this mounting of hoard. Do you really want to watch it? How many are just going to turn off? You know, if I'm doing this, I ain't scrapping it, and I've got hours and hours of cable to strip there. Just let me know if you want to see more of this. It would be nice if I hit 16,000 subscribers sometime before I'm 70. That's it. Gotta crack on. It's finally gone dark. Words fail me. Words fail me. I've got this tub. Just more of the same old shit. And then bits of pipe. Brass ends on. I'll cut the brass ends off here. I'll cut them off up there. Cable. More cable to strip. More shank. Aye, aye. This stuff, it's everywhere. What's that? Tiny little brass brush. Eek. That's heavier than what it looks. A Vic Mark chuck. No, a lathe chuck. Where are you keeping a piece of plastic? Why are you keeping all of this shit? No, no. I can tell you what, bin man's not going to be so happy. Might have to take it all out and gut tip. Definitely night. Because it's dark. So I'm actually crying out to go in and go to bed. It's cold, right getting behind my eyes. But show you. So I cleared this shelf. I've cleared that shelf up to that end and the top shelf. And I've taken all the stuff that's here to bring it forward, which is all resting on me at the moment. I hope this lot doesn't fall forward. I did give it a tentative push and it moved, which worried me because you can see that support beam to the roof is now at a, instead of being vertical, you can't tell, it's now like that. It's a bit like that, it's like that because I've managed to shove it back, which means I'll be able to shove this back without any jacks or anything. But I don't want to do it until I take that jack, there we are, and put it in this position to support the beam and all that crap up there, because if that lot falls, including that big saw, I'm a dead man. I am. So I'm not doing it tonight. But what I can do, I can take this heavy tub out, I could put it on here and shove it so far back, because it's a pivot, it's pivoting, isn't it? It's an on an L, and it's there we go, back to front, and it's pivoted. If I put a load of weight at the back, it'll pivot back, or gravity should send it back. Quite possibly I could put a jack under there now, wind it up. As it lifts that up, it'll shove it back. Either way, we're going to get that back in position. I think with all that weight at the back there, and believe me, that is heavy. Because you have 200 kilos in there, easy. I need to, once it's back in position, I need to put everything on. Drag that forward, put some beams across from here to here, there. So all that weight is transferred to the outriggers, helping it keep in place. But that is literally Ian with a snotty nose saying, I dare do that tonight. It's just, it's only like 7:30 PM. Definitely see you in the next one. Just had to add that little bit. Good night. Oh, and what else? Yeah, this box is full of cable, of course. And the one underneath it, and the lighting not so good, is also full of cable. We seem to have got a lot of cable out of this, so that makes it easier to get rid of the stuff. Anyway, back to this. You don't laugh, you'll cry. Try this way. It's only 7:30. 7:30. Pitch black. Can I wait when I come in here tomorrow? When I open that door, that's what I've got to look at. But we took the weight, put it there. We took the acro, put it there. We lifted it up. We took the support member out. We managed to easily shove it back, and we were within, you probably can't tell there, 3 centimetres, no, 4 millimetres away. I'm looking, gives me the option maybe of pretty much a bit taller, putting a screw through at an angle into the woodwork there. Let's make that bigger for you. If I go through at an angle here, I should be able get into that woodwork. Just gives it a little bit more not coming forward. But the main thing will be all that weight will be lifted up and put on bearers, so that will transfer the weight laterally onto these outriggers. But of course, I shouldn't be putting that much back on there, should I? But only time will tell on that, won't it? That's it. I'm going in. I'm knackered, worn out, full of a cold. See you at Scrapping Irish.